everyone, you are tuning into Why Music Strengthens the Whole Student, and today we are going to go through a couple of different things as to how and why how music can strengthen the whole student and the things it can do for that student in other areas of their learning. Okay, so the first thing I want to tackle is how music can strengthen reading. A lot of times when students come to me who have speech or reading issues like fluency or just reading and understanding the letters within a word, when they're learning the lyrics of a song and they learn how to read the words first, so we go through basics of I say it, then you say it. And with the visual in front of them, it helps them understand, okay, I'm saying it, this is what it looks like. But then in music, when you take those words and learn how to read them, and then on top of that, you learn how to sing it with your voice, and then you add in the phrasing piece. I found many times that speech teachers will come to me and ask, is there something we can do during lunchtime because the student is singing the song and they're doing a really good job with their fluency. So I have found that learning lyrics can strengthen their fluency and understanding or rhythm of their words. Okay. The next topic that I want to touch on in how music can strengthen the whole student is math skills. In music class, a lot of times students would have to do math problems, but just in a different way. So they would add, subtract, multiply, and divide, but instead of using rather regular numeric symbols, they would be using music rhythmic symbols, which took math, even though it's basic in many aspects, it took that basic addition and it kind of amped it up a little bit because they're doing it through a music symbol rather than just a numeric equation. Okay. And the third thing that I want to touch on is social skills. This is probably the biggest strength that music can provide for a student. Learning how to sing or dance, play an instrument, just learning even the words can help build a student's confidence. A lot of times I've seen their public speaking skills and just their physical presence completely change after practicing and learning music. They become more confident the more times that they practice it. So it teaches the kid, okay, if I keep practicing this, now I'm more comfortable in front of people and I can show them more of my personality. All right. On that same line, whenever I work with a large group, their social skills build when they're working with teammates. They learn how to work as either a choir team or a band team, and they're working toward one goal. They're looking at that performance, and the performance it demonstrates everything that they've learned, whether it's in singing or dancing or in their playing techniques on a band instrument. So they're working toward that one goal. And when they get to that performance and they have accomplished their goal, it's just this total appreciation for all of the hard work that they've done up to that point, which transfers over into when they're trying to tackle their academic skills. So in math, then you can tell them, hey, you're working toward this goal to understand this concept in math, or you're working towards this goal in your writing. And you can use music as an example. Remember that performance and how hard you worked? And there were times when maybe things didn't go so well or you didn't know how to do certain things. Well, you get over those road bumps and you get toward that goal in the end. Then the harder you work and look for that goal, the better you're going to accomplish it or succeed. Okay. The last thing in social skills I want to talk about is bringing about understanding differences in cultures. In the school that I was an elementary music teacher at, many of the students came from various cultural backgrounds. So we would study Hmong music, we would study Japanese, Chinese, Mexican, Puerto Rican, you name it, we looked at it, and it just helped students understand that they were not the only culture of people, and it helped them develop awareness of differences. The last point I want to bring about is usually one where people cringe, and that's the physical strength that you need in music. But if you think about when you watch a show choir or a marching band, they are not only singing and dancing and playing an instrument, but they have to move to the beat of the music at the same time, or the choreographed portion of that music, and that can be quite difficult. And also the breathing mechanics behind singing and dancing on stage adds a whole nother element to how you can strengthen your lungs, which in turn helps you in sports. So when students need to learn how to build breathing endurance and muscle endurance, it helps them understand how to do that in music, and then it transfers over into other physical developmental areas in sports or in PE. Those were the 4 areas that I wanted to talk about today. I hope that you found something beneficial in how music can strengthen the whole student. Thanks for listening.